Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, free site, dwyervip.com, free site. Let's talk the 2018 NCAA basketball bracket. But first, remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. In my opinion, the best team in the country, the team that statistically to me is the dominant team, the team with the most talent on the roster, the team with the most upside, is not a number one seed. In fact, it's a team that lost recently, and it's the Duke Blue Devils, right? They're the 2 seed in the Midwest Conference. Let me just say, in my opinion, if every team in this pool plays their A game, the Duke Blue Devils, and I'm not a Duke alum, the Duke Blue Devils are going to be cutting down the nets at the end. They're going to win the national championship. The Hedges, and I'm not going to hedge with every team, I'm just going to hedge with 2 teams, right? The Hedges that I like are Virginia from the ACC, right? This pool, in fact, is going to be a bit of an ACC fest. It's Virginia and it's Villanova. In other words, in my opinion, it's either Duke or it's a team starting with V, right? Let's talk about why. First, what people need to realize is there is no team in the country that has 4 guys who look like they are NBA first rounders, right? These are guys who I fully expect to get picked in the first round of the NBA draft. Bagley, Wendell Carter, Grayson Allen, and Gary Trent Jr., right? All 4 of those guys play for Duke. Other teams have stars, right? Arizona has Ayton. Some other teams have some other guys. But no team has as much NBA talent as do the Blue Devils, the Duke Blue Devils. And let me just point out, it's actually reflected in the numbers. While some teams, Villanova, for example, has some great offensive numbers. Villanova's first in the country in points per game. Villanova is exemplary in terms of making 3-pointers, right? Villanova's an offensive juggernaut. Just understand that no team can match Duke's level of statistical dominance. Duke is absolutely dominant on the offensive glass. Duke is absolutely dominant when it comes to rebounds. Unlike Virginia, now Virginia is an excellent defensive team, but unlike Virginia, Duke does it athletically, right? Duke, in terms of blocks, is an elite team. Duke is an upper tier team in terms of steals, right? Offensively, too, when you look at certain metrics, you realize that Duke is on the cusp offensively. They're 15th in the country as a team in field goal percentage. They're 8th in the country as a team in terms of assists. So what you have here is a team that recently lost to North Carolina, a team that had problems, bunch of young players, right? A team that's had growing pains, kind of like Kentucky right now, right? Only Duke, in my opinion, has better talent than Kentucky, right? There's nobody in the Midwest who remotely is going to come close to preventing Duke from coming out of the regional, right? Kansas just can't compete. If Duke plays their A game, Kansas is the 1 seed, right? I don't see some of these other seeds, Michigan State, Auburn, I just don't see them, Clemson, being able to match Duke's level of talent. The big game for Duke, in my opinion, is going to come in the Final Four, when they have to play the winner of Villanova's bracket. In other words, I expect Jay Wright to win the East Regional Then I'm expecting Duke to go up against Villanova in the Final Four. I believe the winner of that game is going to win the national championship. Right? I do like Virginia to come out of the South. Right? But understand, Virginia plays really more of a team game. They don't have a Bagley on their team. They don't have that NBA-ready superstar talent. And they cannot match Duke when it comes to getting balls off the glass. Right? So let's say Villanova comes out of the South. Let's say North Carolina comes out of the West, because I don't expect Xavier, the 1 seed, to be able to stop North Carolina. Right? What you're going to have then, if I'm right, is going to be a Final Four featuring 3 ACC teams. Right? I expect Virginia to beat North Carolina, get in the finals against the winner of Villanova-Duke. I believe that winner is going to be Duke. I believe Duke will then beat Virginia for the national championship. Right? So it's Duke and the V's. It's an ACC fest. Those are the themes that I like for the 2018 NCAA tournament. Let me hear from you. I am sure there are many fans out there, many gamblers out there with other preferences. I hope you discuss them in the comment section to this video. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the tournament.